tomorrow is May 1st, and as a VIP member, you know, on the eve of every month, I always share something to be able to try to help you live a happy and healthy life full of purpose and meaning. So today what I want to share with you are 3 practices that I personally use to create moments of mindfulness. And these are also strategies that I use for stress relief, or if I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't sleep. These are some of the tools that I use at those points too. So the first one is very simple but very effective, and it is paying attention and being mindful of my breathing. So I'm not talking about just, never thinking about the breathing, going throughout your day, but being really present about how you're breathing. And this is something especially that I do at night. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm having trouble get back to sleep, I get really focused and really specific about the way I'm breathing. So one strategy that I was taught that I wanted to share with you was I was taught to visualize and picture a baby sleeping. You know how their stomach will just naturally rise and fall because they're taking those really deep kind of belly breaths? So I try to emulate that, and I try to be really conscious about how I'm breathing. And it relaxes me, and it's one of those things that works a lot of the time. It just helps me get focused on something that's not causing me any anxiety, and relaxed and be able to fall back to sleep that way. But breathing is a technique that I also use, before I step on stage to deliver a talk, or sometimes if it's an athletic event, something like that. But there's lots of different ones actually, lots of different breathing techniques that you can learn. And so I encourage you to just Google a few, give those a shot, and be paying particular attention to the way that you're breathing as a way to create a moment of mindfulness. Now the second one is really big for me. I love this one. It is basically physiology or movement. So one strategy that I was taught in my life coaching certification was your physiology, and how it really changes your perspective and how you're feeling and how you're looking at things, and it opens up the possibility to lots of different things that may not be there before. Something very simple is just if I sit up straight, if I stand up tall, I feel different when I do that. So changing my physiology that way is something that I do. But any kind of movement, so exercise, I know a lot of people have shared this with me too, that ideas will come to them when they're exercising. So that might be one. But one I'm going to share with you is a little embarrassing, but it's what I do, and it works for me every single time. So if I am feeling a bit anxious, or maybe I'm sad one day, or just frustrated or whatever, what I do is I dance. And I mean, I put on music, I stand in front of my mirror, and I dance. So I know it sounds silly and it's goofy, and it probably looks ridiculous. I do it in private, by the way. Sometimes I'll do it in front of my kid to embarrass him a little, but most times it's just all about me, and I am seriously standing in front of my mirror dancing. But like I said, it works for me every single time. Every single time it changes the state. It changes the mood that I'm in. If I want to shift that, and I'm feeling anxious about something, or I want to not be focused on something that's upsetting me, or if I just want to relax, have fun, whatever, I dance. So I wanted to share that one with you because I've shared that with clients. They've come back to me and said it works for them too. Now the last one is something a little bit new to me, but I've really been enjoying this, and it is journaling. So I meditate and I write in a journal every night before I go to bed. And I do these usually kind of guided, with Marianne Williamson. I really like her, Course in Miracles, or Gabby Bernstein books. They're the ones where it kind of got me started on journaling, because I'm a talker, right? I don't really have a history. I was trying to think, when I was a teenager, I might have kept a diary. I know I did for a little bit, but I haven't really been big on journaling before. But now I really look forward to it. Like, that is part of my nightly ritual. I get up in the morning and I read a little bit and I'll meditate, but then also at the close of my day, it's one of the things I look forward to now, is I'll be working through one of these books, and there are specific questions that they'll ask, and that I kind of like too. But otherwise, you might just, freehand it, and just put the pen to the paper and see what comes out. It really has been beneficial, and it really helps me be mindful, because it helps me be aware of some things that maybe I wasn't really paying attention to, that for whatever reason, when I'm answering certain questions, or when I'm just writing about my day, of what came up, there are things that I may not have recognized I was doing before. So it was one way that I wanted to share with you too, and I know it's really popular. It's just something that was newer to me that maybe it'd be new to you as well, or if you long ago used to keep a journal and no longer do, to give it a try again too, because it's definitely a way to help create a moment of mindfulness. So those are the 3 practices that I wanted to share with you today: the breathing, physiology and movement, and then journaling. So I hope that they're helpful for you as well, creating moments of mindfulness. And thank you so much for letting me share those with you, and I'll see you next time.